Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. Today we'll do a small session report on tanks, Panther vs Sherman, the introductory level tank battle game by Galeforce 9. We're already doing Flames of War. We'll be playing with base box only, so only 3 tanks. A bit of terrain, and we'll be going to play Bachmann's Corner, the introductory scenario. I'll be playing the American side with 2 75mm Sherman tanks, and my wife is going to play the German side with a Panther tank and the Ernst Bachmann crew member upgrade for 40 points. Yeah, we've already started moving. If you've played Wings of War, X-Wing, Attack Wing, you already know the system. Yeah, the lower initiative counts move first and shoot last, and yeah, the high initiative count move last and shoot first. And my Sherman's got an initiative of 6 while the Panther has 7, so it will now start pounding on my Sherman tanks, and it's a good 4 hit, 3 hits and 1 critical roll, 2 cancelled, and yeah, that leaves poor Sherman with 2 hits. Yeah, there are quite a few similarities to X-Wing in style. It flows at the same pace, but there are also more than enough differences. This is not just X-Wing on tracks, but it's a very fast game. So my Sherman shoots back. I'm trying to see if the other one got line of sight. Not sure if I guess the other Sherman blocked it, did not move very cleverly. Yeah, cautionary remark, this is our 2nd game ever. We've played another game the same afternoon before this game to yeah, to get the gist of it, and so there will be rules mistakes, I'm sure. We discovered one while we were playing, and yeah, made good on this. We retconned just at the right time. You'll see, but I'm sure we've made more, and there might have been another one. Movement is yeah, you can movement is wide open in this game. You can move in any direction and turn, and so it yeah, it's not really a simulation. It's a very fast action game with tanks in it. So 2nd shooting phase for the Panther, and again on my poor Sherman number 1. It's got quite a few defense dice. His basic defense, cover from the building it hides behind, and then bonuses for moving and for the movement of the attacker. So no hits this time. Shoots back, but also didn't do too much. Yeah, both sides are moving into the village. The Panther can do an additional movement each turn in the command phase, in the 3rd phase of the round. The round has 3 phases, so movement phase, shooting phase, and command phase. And in the command phase, the Panther can move once instead of repairing damage, and with the Ernst Bachmann upgrade you can do both. So that's why she moved before my Shermans and will probably move again. And so now it's close combat. Not much space there in the village center between the 4 buildings. What will she do? She's moving in. She can't decide. She can't decide. What is she going to do? Yeah, she's moving. And yeah, you see the turrets are only I only stick them loosely on the tanks, so you can take them off if the tank is destroyed to mark it a bit better than only with the destroyed marker. And you can build 2 different versions of the Sherman with different turrets in the 75 and the 76mm Sherman tank. Yeah, so you can mix and match. And sadly, you can't do this with the Panther. You can only build the Panther or the Jagdpanther. But yeah, it's not easily interchangeable, so I glued the Panther together. So yeah, no Jagdpanther for me without a second set, that is. Okay, but it's really nice, and they also include cards for tanks that aren't even in the game so far. For some Russian tanks, for some British tanks, so if you've got other 50mm tank models or some Flames of War stuff, you can just put this in the game and you've got the cards for it. Very nice move from Galeforce 9, I think. Yeah, so a lot to like here, but there's also a teeny tiny bit of criticism. Yeah, not really criticism. You have to realize if you open the box, you can't play out of the box. It's a tiny bit of a hobby project, not a ready to go board game. The game comes on sprues, and you have to build them. Every tank consists of 10 or so parts. It's not too bad, but you've got some building to do. I've done 2-3 hours of building yesterday, so yeah, there's that. And yeah, she's the Shermans try to stay close to the Panther. I'm trying to get my superiority in numbers to the table, and here she's getting a bit cocky. She wants the bonus for being stationary, and she is thinking about moving, but then she's not moving, and that's not good. I think we've played our first game where barely anyone hit anything, and it took some time, and maybe she thought her tank was a bit more on the invisible side because of my Shermans most of the time hitting nothing. Yeah, here comes a rule mistake. She destroys the Sherman, but now I remember the Sherman isn't destroyed. Now that's different from X-Wing, for example. It stays on the table until the command phase, and here I realize it is going to shoot, and it is going to get really nasty for Ernst Bachmann now, with 2 Shermans up very close on its side, opening fire. Sherman number 1 is going to shoot. I'm explaining again where all her defense dice are going to. She does not get the bonus moving. That's one uncancelled hit. And that's it. 3 now, and now the other Sherman shoots and he gets a side shot bonus. Yeah, it has only moved once, and with the gung-ho special rule of the Americans, that's like it hadn't moved at all. And that's a very good roll on top of it. So that's it. 1 Sherman down, but Bachmann is down 2. Game is over in just about 12 minutes. So that's tanks. Panther versus Sherman.